My name is Chad, and I went from making over $10,000 a month to nothing, back to doing DoorDash. Um, this was in 2024. It was crazy. It was like a beginning of a movie, a horror movie. Everything going smooth, everybody having a good time. Business is great, and then things start going bad. And I'm gonna get to why everything went bad. It's gonna make sense to you. Around rich people every day, right? Making money. But before I went to doing DoorDash, I was just living a good old life, you could say, right? Like around palm trees, beaches every day, like then having to go sleep in my car to doing DoorDash. And like, you know how DoorDash is, they don't give you no orders after they feel like, all right, like you've been here long enough, you don't get no more orders, bro. We gotta let the new drivers in. It's part of the system. So you get no orders. You be sitting there for like 2 hours looking stupid. My car was getting worse and worse until one day it just gave out on me, and I had to get rescued. I was sleeping in my car, and it was cold as hell that night. Thank God for my dad. Shout out to my dad because he came through to come pick me up. My car broke down in the mall, doing DoorDash at night. Not in the mall, but in the mall parking lot. I made it to the mall parking lot, and it was freezing, no heat, cause my car broke down. And yeah, my dad had to come through, come save the day. Look how I went from like making tens of thousands of dollars a month back to nothing. And you want to know why? Like I'm gonna tell you all why it happened. I finally figured it out. I've been figured it out though. This was a minute ago. This was in 2024. Business is doing good again. But I'll tell you why. Because like I believe that I had to struggle and fight to survive. That was my problem. And I'm sure that if you're watching this, it's most likely yours too because a lot of people are like this. So let's say you have a thermostat in your house, right? And it says it's always on 70 or always on 20%. So even if you start doing great in life, eventually because your natural thermostat is 20%, it will fall back down to 20% at some point, which is poverty, struggle, you know, stuff like that. And what that is like your inner eternal state, which is how you view yourself, like which is your identity, right? So we live in a universe that reflects which you are. So if you believe you have to struggle to live, then you would keep getting more situations that you would struggle to live. You know what I mean? Like it'll keep sending you more bad situations that forces you to struggle to live, all because that's your belief system. Even if you don't know it, you're like, oh no, I'm gonna make it one day. I'm gonna make it. I'm doing great. Even if you are doing great, like I was, but deep down inside, at night or like whenever you're alone, you're thinking negative. You're like, oh man, what if I lose everything? Oh man, I don't want to go back to nothing, and you're scared. And that's exactly why that's your natural 20% thermostat. You went all the way from 90% back down to 20, all because you being fearful all alone on your alone time. See, most of the day you being scared, but only like 20% of the day you're being positive and you really believe in yourself with no doubt, no fear. What do you think is going to happen? The system we live in, the universe, will send you more stuff that you don't like, all because of how you view yourself. My name is Chad, and I teach people how to stop living in survival mode so you can have the life you want. Stop dreaming and just become it. What do you mean, dream life? No, you become the person who lives that life. I can show you how to get your finances right, but you got to go within. Because even if you got the money, you're going to lose it. This is why it all starts within. I can help you rewire your brain the same way I did, but you got to be willing to really do the work, or else it's not going to work because I can't make you. I can't make you do anything.